Yeah, I was there. And obviously you got the pictures to prove it.
An elected leader from our state tells NBC Connecticut investigates he was at the U.S. Capitol when it was breached January 6, 2021. He insists he didn't do anything wrong and says he hasn't been contacted by the feds. Chief Investigator Len Bestoff joins us now with a story you will see on just one station. Len.
41-year-old Gino DiGiovanni Jr. is a first-time alderman in Derby, elected in November 2021. We spoke with him after a board meeting this month. He said he didn't do anything improper at the Capitol, but that doesn't mean he won't be hearing from investigators.
Alderman DiGiovanni.
Yes, sir.
Len Bestoff at NBC.
Hey, how you doing?
Got a question. Is this you at the Capitol on January 6th?
Yes, it is.
When we showed him images of himself inside the U.S. Capitol January 6, 2021, Derby City Alderman Gino DiGiovanni Jr. confirmed he went there after President Trump finished speaking at the Stop the Steal rally a few blocks away.
I mean, do you think that the election was stolen?
Well, I think there's some discrepancies there.
DiGiovanni says he walked from the rally to the Capitol. Open-source surveillance video indicates he entered an Upper West Terrace door around 2:38 p.m., shortly after people inside the Capitol walked out that door.
I was there. I went inside there and, you know, I didn't damage or break anything.
Court documents in another January 6th case describe this door as a non-public alarmed exit door that also had a blaring high-pitched alarm that was going off at least 1 minute before DiGiovanni entered. You don't hear it because the video is silent.
But you weren't there when all the violence was going on.
No, I didn't see any violence. When I got, like I said to you, when I got there, there was Capitol Police at the door, and the doors were open.
Yep.
I walked in.
You can see DiGiovanni in the crowd outside the west side of the Capitol, apparently before it was breached, in this video used in the trial of January 6th defendant Nicholas DiCarlo. Objects are being thrown, and there's a lot of smoke and yelling. And here is a time-stamped time-lapse of Capitol surveillance video from a high vantage point posted by NBC News correspondent Ryan Riley of what things looked like in the moments before DiGiovanni went in the west side of the Capitol at 2:38 p.m. and the moments right after.
There are a lot of signals that you weren't supposed to enter the U.S. Capitol on January 6th. There was tear gas. A lot of people were crawling up the sides of the wall.
Riley has covered the Capitol breach extensively. He says while some who walked through got a minimal sentence or were acquitted, others have often faced federal charges of entering a restricted building, disorderly conduct in a restricted building, disorderly conduct in a Capitol building, parading, demonstrating, and picketing in a Capitol building, and short jail sentences.
It was this mob mentality that sort of took place, and people did not think that they were going to get in trouble for overtaking the inauguration platform and then storming up those stairs.
Alderman Gino DiGiovanni says he didn't see any violence, he didn't commit any violence, he didn't have a gun, he just walked in. He said that police let him go in. Still a crime?
Trespasser at the misdemeanor level.
Former Special Assistant United States Attorney Robert Sanders, a national security lecturer at the University of New Haven, says while the Capitol is referred to as the People's House, there are still rules about how you can enter and what you can do inside.
Walking in the building in an unauthorized state as part of that mob made him a trespasser because that mob entered the building through violence and destruction of government property.
DiGiovanni, who was elected as an alderman after the Capitol breach, says he's ready for whatever comes next.
If somebody calls me and says, hey, Gino, we're going to arrest you for trespassing in the Capitol that day, then I'm going to have to deal with that at that time.
We asked the Justice Department about DiGiovanni Jr. It had no comment. The U.S. Attorney's Office in Washington says in the 21 months since January 6, 2021, more than 880 individuals have been arrested in connection with the Capitol breach. 7 people from Connecticut have been charged, 5 federally. Len Bestoff, NBC Connecticut Investigates.